The Wimbledon fairy tale may have ended, but the Eala story is just beginning. Just days after her heartbreaking defeat to Jasmine Paolini at the All-England Club, the Filipina sensation touched down in Washington, D.C. for the Mubadala DC Open, a WTA 500 event with a massive $1.06 million prize pool. But what happened at the airport was something nobody expected. Thousands of fans had gathered, filling the streets and chanting her name. The atmosphere was electric, and the tournament's CEO was there to personally welcome the young star who has taken the tennis world by storm. It was a hero's welcome, a moment that proved Eala is no longer just a tennis player. She is a global superstar. Today on TopSpin, we are breaking down the incredible reception, the tournament's warm embrace, and what this means for the next chapter of her journey. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell. The moment Eala stepped off the plane in Washington, D.C., she knew this was not going to be a normal arrival. The airport was buzzing. A sea of fans had gathered, waving Philippine flags and holding signs that read, "Welcome to D.C., Alex," and "Philippines Pride." The crowd was massive. The chants of "Eala, Eala, Eala" echoed through the terminal. For a moment, Eala was frozen. She had experienced the Eala effect at Wimbledon, but this was different. This was not just a tennis tournament crowd. This was a city ready to embrace a new star. The organizers of the Mubadala DC Open had been preparing for her arrival for days. They knew that Eala's presence would bring a surge of interest to the tournament. They knew that the Filipino community in the DC area would turn out in force. And they were right. The airport was just the beginning. When Eala arrived at the tournament venue, the scene was even more overwhelming. The streets were filled with fans, many of whom had been waiting for hours just to catch a glimpse of their hero. The atmosphere was electric, and it was clear that this was more than a welcome. It was a celebration. Eala was visibly moved by the reception. She waved to the crowd, signed autographs, and took selfies with as many fans as she could. It was a moment of pure joy. The reception in D.C. was a reflection of the deep connection that Eala has forged with the Filipino community in the United States. The U.S. has one of the largest Filipino diasporas in the world, and they have been following her journey closely. Her Wimbledon run had united them, and they were determined to show their support. The streets of D.C. became a testament to the power of the Eala effect. It was not just a welcome, it was a movement. Eala's journey from a young girl in Manila to a Grand Slam standout is an inspiration. She did not grow up on grass. She grew up on a makeshift tennis court that was painted over a basketball court. She trained at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain from the age of 13, leaving her family behind to pursue her dream. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance and dedication. The hero's welcome in D.C. was also a sign of the growing commercial appeal of Eala. She is no longer just a promising talent, she is a marketable star. Her presence at the Mubadala DC Open is a major boost for the tournament, and the warm reception she received was a clear indication that she is a crowd favorite. The tennis world is watching, and the Philippines is celebrating. Eala has arrived, and she is ready for the next challenge. The Mubadala DC Open has a history of welcoming top talent, but the reception for Eala was unlike anything they had seen before. The tournament organizers, including the CEO, were not just paying lip service to her arrival, they were genuinely excited to have her in the draw. The tournament's CEO was there at the venue to personally welcome her, a gesture that is reserved for only the most prominent players. The tournament's warm embrace was a reflection of Eala's growing stature of the sport. She is the highest-ranked Filipino tennis player in WTA Tour history. She is the first to reach the fourth round of a Grand Slam in the Open era. She has beaten the defending champion Iga Swiatek on center court. The tennis world is taking notice, and the tournament organizers are eager to capitalize on her star power. The CEO's personal presence at her arrival was a clear sign that she is a major draw. He shook her hand, welcomed her to the tournament, and expressed his excitement about her participation. It was a moment of mutual respect between a rising star and the organization that was eager to support her. The Mubadala DC Open is a WTA 500 event with a significant prize pool and a strong field. The tournament features some of the best players in the world, but the addition of Eala to the draw has generated a level of excitement that is rarely seen. The Filipino community in the DC area has been buying tickets, and the organizers are expecting record crowds for her matches. The Eala effect is in full force, and the tournament is reaping the benefits. The CEO's personal welcome was not just a public relations gesture, it was a signal to the Filipino community that they are valued and that their support is appreciated. It was also a sign that Eala is being treated like a superstar. The tournament is positioning her as one of the main attractions, and they are determined to make her feel at home. The warm reception was a testament to the power of her journey and the growing global appeal of tennis. The sport is becoming more diverse, and players like Eala are leading the way. Eala's reaction to the CEO's welcome was one of humility and gratitude. She is not a player who takes anything for granted. She knows that her success is the result of years of hard work and sacrifice. She appreciates the support of her fans and the recognition of the tennis establishment. The moment was a reminder that her journey is not just about her, it is about the millions of Filipinos who are behind her. It was a reminder that she is a symbol of hope for an entire nation. The tennis world is watching, and the future is bright. The fans who filled the streets of Washington, D.C. were not just casual spectators. They were the Filipino diaspora, a community that has been following Eala's journey with unwavering passion and pride. They had been with her through the ups and downs, the victories and the defeats. They had been watching her on television, cheering from afar. Now, they finally had the chance to see her in person. The scenes on the streets of D.C. were reminiscent of the support that Manny Pacquiao received in his prime. But this was different. This was tennis, and the world was taking notice. The fans were dressed in Philippine flags and shirts, singing songs and chanting her name. The atmosphere was a celebration of national pride. It was a moment that showed the world what it means to be Filipino. The fans were not just there to see a tennis player, they were there to celebrate a shared achievement. Eala has always been reluctant to be called a role model, but with the reception in D.C., she has become one. She is showing young Filipinos that they can achieve anything with hard work and determination. The support from the fans is a testament to the deep connection that Eala has forged with her people. The fan events in D.C. were a reflection of the Eala effect, a phenomenon that continues to grow. The fans' frenzy in D.C. is a sign of the changing nature of sports fandom. The Filipino diaspora is a powerful force, and they are capable of creating an atmosphere that is both electric and overwhelming. The tournament organizers have noticed, and they are eager to accommodate the demand. The Eala effect is a phenomenon that the tennis world is still trying to understand, and it is only going to grow. The support of the fans will give Eala the confidence she needs to compete at the highest level. It will also remind her why she plays the game. The future is bright, and the world is watching. The warm reception in D.C. was a moment of celebration, but the hard work is just beginning. The Mubadala DC Open is a WTA 500 event with a strong field and a significant prize pool. The transition from grass to hard courts is a significant challenge, but Eala and her team are ready for the transition. Eala's goals for the DC Open are clear. She wants to build on the momentum of her Wimbledon run and make a strong start to the hard court season. She knows that the competition will be fierce, but she is confident in her ability to compete with the best players in the world. The US Open, the final Grand Slam of the year, is the next major target. The hard court season will be a crucial period for her. The support from the fans in DC will be a source of strength for Eala as she begins her hard court campaign. The warm reception was a reminder that she is not just playing for herself, she is playing for an entire nation. The love and support of the Filipino community will give her the confidence she needs to compete at the highest level. Eala's team, including her coaches, will be working on her game during the hard court season. The US Open is a major event, and she will be determined to make a deep run. The tennis world is watching, and the Philippines is cheering. Eala is ready for the next challenge. The hard court season is a new chapter in her incredible journey. Let us zoom out. The VIP welcome in Washington, D.C. was about more than just a tennis player arriving at a tournament. It was about a nation celebrating a hero. It was about a young woman who had dared to dream and achieved the impossible. It was about the power of sports to unite a people and inspire a generation. Eala has already achieved more than any Filipino player before her. She is the first to be seeded at Wimbledon. She is the first to reach the second week of a Grand Slam. She has beaten the best players in the world, including the defending champion Iga Swiatek. She is only 21 years old, and her new ranking of number 28 is a testament to her incredible potential. Her journey from a young girl in Manila to a Grand Slam standout is an inspiration. She did not grow up on grass, she grew up on a makeshift tennis court that was painted over a basketball court. She trained at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain from the age of 13, leaving her family behind to pursue her dream. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance and dedication. The reception in DC was a celebration of that journey. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. It was a moment that left the entire Filipino community in tears. It was a moment that reminded everyone why sports matter. It was a moment that proved that a young woman from Manila could conquer the world. And it was a moment that showed the world what it means to be Filipino. The future is bright for Alex Eala, and the world is watching. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell.